Good morning, good morning, good morning. Yes, good morning, Nigeria. Good morning, Nigeria. Most especially this message for Nigeria. See, I am the prophet of truth who come to reveal nothing but the truth. I will speak nothing but the truth. Whatever we say, take your time, meditate. You get the answer. You see, I want to throw more light concerning mobile case. Like I make several videos. I said, justice for mobile, justice for mobile. It's free. That's truth. That was how we were all, bombarding, campaigning. There should be justice for mobile. Not until I find out that the people responsible for mobile has has been reviewed by Mobile himself before he passed away. Yes, Mobile makes several videos. He said whenever he go down, that they should hold Naira Marley responsible. And second video, according to information, that whenever he also go down, that they should hold his wife Yemi responsible. Right? So after that, I go through meditation, which I find out that to prove who is really responsible for Mobile case, it's not what you think. It's not what any of us think. Not even very dark man that can say it openly. It can't work. But all I want to tell you that everybody that Mobile mention their name on his video, that whenever he go down, that they should hold them responsible. They are all guilty and responsible for the death of Mobile. You see, a lot of people don't understand what it means by gang. You don't understand what it means gang, a group of gang, a group of cultists. Cultism is responsible for Mobile death. You know, because a cultist is a thing, but is a thing of secret. It has secrecy. It's a secret that you don't go out there to bring into public. When you do that, the penalty is spy. It's spying. You understand? It's spying. That is why no matter what you do, Mobile younger brother cannot say whatever that happens. He can't say it. Not even hear me. He can't say it. Mind you, if you said you want to bring them to book, you are ready to drag all of them, including Naira Marley, because this is a case of courtesy. Number one man is always number one man. He sit down there, he order. It's just like army regime. You understand? The head of army is inside the office. You can't even find evidence of him because he never went to a crime scene. He always command. His command. When he command, the other people in the group, they do. So Mobile case is a court case. And they just paid him a penalty. Awobin is alive. He will explain his part of the story. But he's no more alive. So the people who are trying to investigate Mobile, mind you, they are all in the gang. All of them, they are in the gang. The police is the police. They are in the gang. They are gang member. How can you expect a gang member to discipline his own fellow gang member? Where do you people understand what is called, brotherhood? Where is the brotherhood? Court case is not a courtesan is not like the way you think. It's not a commoner. It's not the way you think. Imagine our government today. Don't you know that is a courtesan? That was why what is happening today, the Fulanis, nobody can bring them to book. You know why? Because the leaders, they are in Aso Rock. The leader who give command to these terrorists in the bush. So even if you catch those one in the bush, they cannot persecute them. You know why? Because they're going to confess the leader in Aso Rock. So therefore, not to cause complication, that is why they will order to tell you, to tell the people who hold them responsible to release them immediately, or they will give them amnesty. Because if they don't do that, then they say we'll be involved. Then they say we're going to go to prison as well. All the people in Aso Rock will go to prison because it's a cultism. That's why, you see, it's a cabal. That's why I pity some people today. You say, I'm a ratted gang, I'm a ratted gang. Do you ever sit down and meditate and think, what is ratted gang? What is ratted? Nigeria, what is ratted gang? You see, I am unobedient. It's well understood. It's well understood that someone called Peter Obi, we love him so much because of the things he do. He's honest and he's truthful and is a journey. Besides, is a wonderful person. That's why, and his name was called Obi. That's why we all are calling. We choose to become an obedient. But ratted gang, what is ratted? What is gang? A gang is just like you saying that you are a ratted gang. I agree with you, but just knew that in other way, in the language of cultism, I mean you are a group, you are a member of a cultism. That's what you just agree. And I said to my previous video, I say ratted gang, you don't know. And everybody is saying that they are ratted gang, but you never think how many of you are in the ratted gang. And who is the founder of ratted gang? Like I said, Naira Marley is one of the ratted gang. You know, I know many people will argue this, and many people we talk nonsense about this. Naira Marley, have you ever asked Naira Marley whether himself now which gang? Naira Marley is also a ratted gang. It's a ratted gang. So ratted gang cannot persecute ratted gang. So the people who are responsible for mohbad case are ratted gang. We talk about cultists. I make example about cultists. Everything is gang. Armed robber, they are gang. You expect the armed robbers, gang of armed robber, to go and persecute a gang of armed robber? They are all one. There is a brotherhood. I just want to brief you a little bit. You see, court case it has a secrecy. If you are not a member, you don't expect to open mouth and say something anyhow. And if you are a member, you cannot expose your brotherhood, and you cannot persecute your brotherhood because you are a member. When you persecute your brotherhood, equally you persecute yourself. So all the people involved in mohbad case, they are all ratted gang. Anyhow, I just use it as an example. Gang is gang. They are all gang. Gang is gang. So you saying you are a gang, be careful. So all gang is gang. It's gang that is responsible for mohbad case. And everybody mohbad mentioned their name before he passed away. They are all in the gang. They are all involved. They are all also responsible for his death. What else you want to hear? If you are waiting to come and say it's one person, it's not one person that buy him. It's never one person. Even if it's one person that do the finishing, it was ordered by the people in the office. Just like I make an example, the people in Aso Rock ordered the people in the bush to silence him, and when they silence him, and even if he catch the people in the bush, you don't expect the people in the bush to confess the people in Aso Rock, because they are all one. They are leaders. They obey their leader, just as army obey their leaders. That's why everything about army today is frustrated, because the leaders are the problem, and the younger ones, they cannot do nothing. You expect mohbad younger brother to speak, because they just make example. Like for example, just make example to them. Like, this is mohbad. Maybe mohbad has fought up in the gang. Now so the discipline is to take his life by him, and at the end of the day, younger brother happened to be one of the member of the gang also, and it was there they buy his senior brother, because he fought up, because he brings secrecy into public, for example. You expect him as a younger brother to also bring security when you know that the penalty is spying. He don't want to die. He lose his elder brother. He don't want to lose his own head as well. So you have to zip up because it's a gang case. I remain the prophet of truth. I speak nothing but the truth. If you like, you believe. If you like, you don't believe. That's just the truth, and that's the reality. So if you are waiting for any judge, any police to come and give you justice for Mohbad, he cannot justify himself because they are all gang. Naira Marley gang that end up Mohbad with the instrument of the fellow members. Everybody around, they are all involved in the gang. All of them are responsible. They are all guilty. And the nemesis will catch up with them. That's the judgment. That is the justice. Every other justice, you're wasting your time. Very dark man. I will mind you, if you are not in the gang, just enter house. Forget that man. Forget that case. Because it's bigger than what you think. And that is why have anybody ever raising? That's why Naira Marley cannot be called on table to say, sit down, I want to interview you. Cannot possible because he is not just like these 3 seats. Number 1 man seat, number 2 man seat, number 3 man seat. Among these 3 seats, he's sitting at 1 seat. 1 seat belongs to Naira Marley. So you cannot order number 1, number 2, number 3. It's not possible. You know, the highest name is through call. And it has to do with somebody who is also in the gang. If you're not in the gang, you know, who born you with Asia like you, a Mugu, like you just call number 1 man or number 2 man, number 3 man to say you want to tell them, you want to interview and you want question them. Who are you? They will silence you. And if you are a member of the gang, they're not born you with just call number 1 man, number 2 man. No. And whatever number 2 man, number 1 man tell you to do, you do it. Or you dismiss yourself. And if they catch you, not death penalty. So, I don't want to talk much. What happened to Mohbad is gang. And you that is saying you are a gang right, be careful because you don't even know where that rat is coming from. Find out. Think, meditate, and know where that rat is coming from. Rat gang is coming from. Not just like I'm a rat. I am not a rat gang. I'm not a gang member. But I love what VTN is doing. When he do the right thing, I praise him. When he do the wrong thing, he made a mistake, I will not condemn him, I will correct him. But if you don't want to escape correction, then so be it. But no one is perfect. Yes, no one is perfect. And I cannot judge you with who you are. You are a member of the gang. Yes, it's possible you are a member because you don't know. They deceive you, you have been deceived, but along the line, or you are doing the right thing instead of joining some evil ones to do the evil inside the gang. Because there are good people inside the gang, there are also bad people. But it's unfortunate the bad people are much popular, are more in population, sorry. You see? And if you must end the case of gang, Wole Soyinka is the one that is the founder of the gang. You know? So you must end the case, you must hold him responsible. Yes. Because you cannot cut the tail of the snake. The snake is still in existence. You have to cut the head. The head is Wole Soyinka. He is the founder of all gangs. And every politician, every police, every army, all the leaders, most of them, they are also in the gang. That's why nothing, any corruption, no matter what happened, nothing they happen. No level. You can't judge. They cannot just persecute because there's a brotherhood. I rest my case. Still on prophet of the truth. I speak not about the truth. You see, may his soul rest in peace. Mohbad, may his soul rest in peace. I sign out.